save you. Let me run it wild. Get down on your knees, I'ma be your idol. Be your idol. Living in your mind now. Too late, cause you're mine now. I will make you pray when you're all a part of me. Listen to my choir. How can I get like a little higher? Ah, give me your desire. Watch me set the world on fire. Follow our dreams and you can't look away. Let me get some music. No one's got. Be idle. I know which one the song is. Ah, yes. 8-bit, 64-bit Aladdin. Sounds like. Alright, hold on. Let me get some lo-fi-esque music playing. I should categorize these a lot better. Oh, my name's Fox Rental. I get 9-bit Fox. Hello, happy 8th of July, late 250th. Happy late 250th anniversary. I'm trying to find, you know, this is probably fine. I don't know what I'm gonna draw. How about drawing Wish Granter? You know what? That works. Owltown Skeletor, a Hexadecimal. Let's do Wish Granter first, because I have a kind of a basis for that already. We're only do like maybe like 2-ish characters, maybe like an hour-long stream, hour 2 hour long stream. For the fact, July 14th will officially be a SpongeBob. Really? Wait, July will officially be like it's an official thing, or is it like Leif Erikson Day? Well, I think Leif Erikson Day actually is a day, but let me see here. I have to find the Wish Granter's old character sheet. Maybe? Oh, wait. Sometimes I move stuff without me remembering I did it. And I think I did that with Wish Granter. You can't see any of this, right? No, you can't. Alright, cool. I'm just making sure everything's right. Sorry, I'm a little tired right now, but you know, I should be good. So when are you going to take on an image of Giganta and draw yourself over Jimmy? Who knows? I might just make my own version of Giganta, which is what I am doing. Funny how Wish Granter went from being Wish's Asha Mario Rosalina reference, I mean more digital circus rant. I'm gonna play around with it because I already had a character who's kind of gonna be based off of Ragatha, but I'm gonna probably make her like somewhat like almost like an in-between character a little bit as well, because she's gonna be a lot more assertive than Ragatha really is. Let me see here. Fun fact, Adventure Time side quests, X-Men 94. I have to catch up on things. I'm watching through now, My Hero Vigilantes. I'm trying to find this damn Wish Granter. Where the hell did I put her? Maybe I put her in Tuoth. I have these guys like layered off by stuff. I had to have her in somewhere. Either Tuoth or Elrin. Hold on. Okay, wait. If I just go to characters and I type in Wish. There you go, Wish Granter. But yeah, Giganta. Oh god. I really gotta. Well, maybe we might work on Lady D today too. Who knows? Nope, that's not what I want to do. All right, cool. All right, let's try this out. If I remember correctly, Wish Granter was already an ID. All right, let me this. Let me see actually, because Ragatha has multiple different outfits. We'll just stick with classic for right now, and then we'll deal with the others later. All right, let's see here. Brand new Avatar trailer. Oh no! I can't wait to see it this very first time. I think Taka might be the villain. You don't say. Me too, man. Weird. Me too. Definitely feel like Reminiscent Park, Zora, and Wish Granter will have the same friendship of Ragatha and from Digital. Maybe. We'd have to work on that. Because it is a possibility, because it is, honestly, Reminiscent Park does kind of have that, you know, certain characters are trapped in there kind of vibe, so that does work. But I do say, like, again, there is another character who I want to play around with a little bit of certain things of it, because I technically have a character who already is going to be important to the story of Owlwolf Town. But then again, there's two different characters of two different sides of the story, so I guess that still works either way. Wish Granter. Actually, I play around with that too. Actually, yeah, I like doing these streams because sometimes it gives me some cool ideas. All right. Fun fact: Adventure Time. Trailer for Avatar Aang and the White Dragon. Oh yeah, I haven't seen the trailer for the White Dragon, but I know like when it was in production, and like I heard about it. I'm like, God, that sounds so freaking cool. And like it's the last one of like the original White Ranger that like he played and everything. I'm like, God, I can't wait for that. I just realized Digital Circuit episode 6 Ragatha said, "I know you're trying to corrupt Pomni." Then she blocked Jax's gun and he shot every bullet at her because he was thinking about Ribbit's abstraction. I can see that. And also Ragatha said that because she blames Jax for Ribbit's death, so abstraction. So the brand new Avatar trailer. Being a fairy godmother character who's also people's pleaser, like Ragatha struggles finding feels like a good character. Alright. I can play around with that actually. Let me see. Living in your mind now. Too late, cause you're mine now. I will make you cry when you... I tried. Hello, I tried moving the Coyote Agony art premiere on the same day as Epic. That's freaking cool. When is the day actually? Because I don't necessarily know. I haven't watched the trailer, so like, I do not know I don't know the part that Zora isn't mean to Wish Granter. I think she will be mean a little bit at some points, but like Zora has to learn. Zora will learn something because obviously Zora is not very happy about her situation at all. Old Town, when it's actually founded about 250 years ago. That I'm not entirely sure yet. And I say that only, I think it's more than 250 years ago. Because especially when we learn about certain characters' ages, that would make it a pretty young city or town. It might be the villain. Oh my god. Possibly. Like, especially when we learn more about like certain characters' ages and everything like that. But it is, I would say, like, pretty old. If anything, I would say something more along the lines of Pastel City, where hold on, where I would say that one would be more like 250 years ago, possibly, versus Owl Town, where Owl Town is much older, simply because, and like if I had more time, I probably would have done a little bit more for like this area. Like, I'm gonna add a lot more things to Pastel Town, but this is like the main, like, let's say Central Park-esque area. Since Pastel City is like, or yeah, Pastel City, what I called it, is located in the Western continent. As known for naming guns include PS5 and Xbox are phasing out physical disc. I hope Nintendo doesn't follow as they last console. Yeah, honestly, like, I'm probably gonna stop with PlayStation if they actually go through with that. If they go through with being physical, having any physical games, like, I'm probably just gonna be like, yeah, nah, I'm done with Sony. I'm gonna probably just, if I'm gonna have to be stuck with digital, I'm just gonna probably do PC. Whatever money I would spend on on getting the PS6 or whatever, I could probably just upgrade my PC to actually run better games. You're not gonna leave Wish Grandfer dead, are you, Zora? I mean, she's not. Don't be a jerk. I don't think Zora would be like that. Zora, I think one of Zora's main stories is definitely going to be learning to kind of be a hero-like character, to kind of be like the princess that she was kind of made to be. Because I definitely think Princess Zora in the, let's say, fairy tale that she's based on in Owl Town, because she's not based off like a legend like a lot of other characters are in Owl Town, which the legends are pretty much are known to be like actual history points in Owl Town. The characters in Reminiscent Park are widely oh, I can't even open that right now. Shit. Hold on. Are widely considered to be what they would assume are fictional. Or what they would say are fictional. Let me... okay. Sorry, I needed a... Is it this one? Nope. Is it this one? If I click this... Okay, we're good. Alright. Let me close that. I have to do her makeup again because I had to redo a little bit of this because like I've got to have to redo like Zora's whole thing at one point. But yeah, let me do this real quick. Fun fact: Dragon Striker already got Season 2 greenlit, and Star Wars Vision. Hell yes, that's awesome. But also, is it Season 2 greenlit or is it because there's Season 2 and then there's Season 1, Season 1B, which I think is what I heard they say they were going to do release later on, like next year for whatever reason. I don't know if I lost my train of thought or if I ever finished my train of thought. I apologize. Last console physical games is that. And that's the thing, Nintendo technically doesn't also have the last physical games either for some games. Because I know, like, apparently a lot of their games are key card based, isn't it now? Like, you have a key card which unlocks the game digitally. Which I'm like, I feel like Nintendo might still be bad. I think Nintendo's still bad on that front as well. I'm trying to figure out a pose for... hold on. I'm trying to figure out a pose, and I'm like, right now it's a little too much like Zora's. Alright, let's see here. Scruff, how are you? We wish Granted dead of your drink. Remnants of Park Theory. So frequently does a lot of dumpster diving for his food, so does Grimdark. I can see that. I can see that, and I can see Grimdark doing that, especially when like he's out on patrol. The Ninth Jedi one, I'm surprised that one got so much traction. Like, I'm not against it. And like, honestly, like the last, I don't think I did the review of last Visions, Season of Visions. The last one, the Ninth Jedi one, that one was pretty. The ship looking like an entire like cathedral was like extremely well done with that one. Trying to figure this out. This still might not even be like the final style, I guess, of her. But we're gonna at least try to more narrow down like a design concept for the character-esque one. Yeah, just kidding. Hey, Peachy. Dragon Saga Season 2 is greenlit. Hell yeah. I thought... Oh, Scruff and Phenomenal. It's hard to believe he's a vegan. The doctor. Scruff's acting is phenomenal. It's hard to believe he's vegan. Remnants Park has a Homelander reference. Digital Circus Jax or Infinity Train Simon reference, they're really going to get on Scruff's nerves. I can see that. I have to finish The Boys. I haven't been watching it. And hey, Peachy, how you been? I really gotta finish The Boys and watch it. Like, I've heard mixed results about the finale. I haven't finished The Boys, I have to finish all this other stuff. I've just been ramsacked with day job shit, honestly, and it's been very draining. But, you know. Living in your mind now. Too late, cause you're mine now. I will make you fry when you're all a part of me. What are we doing? I've been good. God, I can't wait for season. God, Dragon Structure is so good. I am redoing my Wish Granter character because ever since the last time that I made her, I've actually gotten more ideas on how to use her a little bit more better. Eventually in what is it, Owltown Reminiscent Park. So I'm redrawing her where she isn't just a quote unquote beast, which is like, you know, like the monsters of Owltown, which is my show. Instead, I am drawing her where she's going to be more of a character, similar to Princess Zora, who is a, I believe I'm going with the idea of replica, which are pretty much like living animatronics almost, but the thing is, like, she is converted from actual living person. And that's kind of what a lot of the replicas, or like the inhabitants of Reminiscent Park, Owltown Reminiscent Park, which the residents are like those that are forced to work at the parks are. So pretty much right now I am redrawing her to give her a little bit more like maybe detail, stuff like that. It's actually to add a little more to with her backstory, since in the fairy tale, the Wish Granter, which is who we're drawing, is the sister of Princess Zora. A new official Metal Sonic short is happening, plus it's funny how both Hank Henshaw and Eggman will recently hilariously played Lex Luthor like fiddle. Yeah, that's, I've kind of heard a little bit of it. Like, I think it's like, is it the new DC one? Which fun fact, which actually, hold on. I recently actually, well, I got her like a bit ago. I think I paid full price for her, where it's, you got Amy and Wonder Woman. But I actually just picked up, like yesterday, these two, Batman and Sonic, with Shadow and the Flash. And these guys actually picked up like at Burlington for like $10 each. Like, each one was $10. What's the background music, by the way? This is Unfeel. Well, it's called, I think the band is called Unfeel. The song is called She. And I got it from this copyright-free music thing called In Audio, which I paid like, I think like, I want to say like $600. Maybe less. I think it was less than 600. But I paid like a good chunk of money for like, it's like a lifetime copyright free music. And like they constantly like update music, stuff like that. So I'm like, okay. So like I got it so that way I can use it for like my videos, stuff like that. Since I can draw, but I have yet to actually learn how to play music, which is honestly is probably a class I should look into. I feel like that would be very helpful in my endeavors. But I'm concerned on the key cards in the future. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's on. Oh, hold on. Wait, a new, is it a new short? I thought they were releasing like a whole new Sonic show or anime thing. I gotta watch that if it's just a short. Mostly third-party games, Nintendo's first-party titles are still physical. Nintendo tweeted, something in the room needs addressing, tweet with Elephant Mario. Okay. But I'm still concerned on the key cards in the future. Yeah, exactly. I'm hoping we still keep physical media. I would prefer physical media. Like, legitimately, I actually I'm buying online a physical copy of the Mouse PI for hire. One, they have like a collector's edition on like I think Amazon, which I'm like it comes with like a few things. I'm like, okay, that's pretty sick. But also like I kind of want to make sure I keep a decent amount of physical media on me. If only because just in case like the power goes out or whatever, I want to be able to have options in games and stuff for the future, just in case. Because Lord knows if the power goes out or whatever and I don't have access to the internet or my phone, I want to have options on stuff to do. Also, the physical media looked pretty fun. Fun fact, a DCU Mr. Trevor show is in the... Ooh, nice. Disney recently made a How Lilo and Stitch starring... I have to watch the Owl House one first before I do that. Definitely like My Adventure with Hank Shaw's wife probably left him just like the MCU. I can see that 100%. In DC Comics, Hank's wife is a big part of the character's motivation, and My Adventures only mentions her once before the next episode showed Hank as a bachelor. I'm sure like there's probably something along those lines. Maybe we'll get a little bit about him, but honestly, I'm okay if they don't. I think they kind of really hinted at like having him and have a kind of a thing for Lois. I haven't finished season 2 yet. I'm getting close. Honestly, the story's getting so good. Plus, the show ended on a really crazy cliffhanger. Also saw My Adventures Superman 3 and 4. I'm up to date on all of My Adventures Superman. I just have to edit the video for 4. I believe. Yeah, God, My Adventures. I'm so digging My Adventures Superman so much. Cards, future physical media. Yeah. Also, I'm not sure if maybe after we beat the game or not. One of these things. Either when I don't know when it's gonna take me to beat the Mouse PI, but either that or what do you call it? The not reminiscent part. I can't remember the name of it. Hollow Knight. Once I beat one of them, I think we're gonna, before we jump into The World Ends With You, I want to do Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memories. That one I won't be able to I won't be able to copyright or whatever, not copyright, have the official thing at all. Because that one, obviously, you're playing music as you get through it. But that is the one Kingdom Hearts game I have not actually ever beaten, and I kind of want to beat it. And then I don't think it's that long of a game. It's probably like a 2-hour-long game, I want to say. I'd imagine. I don't think a Kingdom Hearts rhythm game would be that long. But then again, it's in tomorrow, so who the hell knows? Give me a minute. Oh shit. Okay, wait, give me a second. If you let me run a while, get down on your knees, I'ma be your idol. Back, sorry. Alright. Okay, what do we want to do here? But yeah, that's the music, Peachy, if you didn't hear earlier. It's She, and it's like in audio, I believe is the name of the where I get it from. But My Adventures Superman Lois voice actor actually starred in 4. Ooh, that's cool. I didn't realize that. Crazy fact: in DC, Tazzle and Razzle, Joan Adventures season. So 3, they're sisters and are both villains called Queen Bee. I think I heard about that. I kind of heard about, but that's all I kind of know about it. Was like, oh yeah, they're actually sisters in like this alternate timeline, and then people were like, you know, it's Twitter, so they're saying shit. But that's interesting. Ooh, I just thought of something really cool. Actually, no, this one has to be. But yeah, I've been trying, but I recently beat Kingdom Hearts Dark Road on my phone because I was able to re-download the game to it, and I actually was able to beat it, which it's not the greatest game to play because a lot of it's you're just sitting around waiting for it to play itself. But it was a pretty fun game, but it sucks that we're not getting Missing Link. And I'm super excited for 4. God, I'm super excited for 4. Even Company's Worms is an evil organization that Lex built, and it kind of like Teen Titans. Really? Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if Lex actually runs that version of Worms still too in some way or regard. Hell, ooh, that actually would be kind of sick if, like, one of the dates they have Jimmy go on, and it's actually Lex. Crazy DC Razzle. Sazzle, let me see. Oh, let me make sure I don't miss anyone else. Sorry if I'm jumping around. Official Metal Sonic, Nintendo third party, physical media, okay. So each transformation that Jimmy goes through, episode 4 and 5, references the actual comics. Elastic Skeleton joke is a reference to when he became Elastic Lad. Moana 3 is in development, which is kind of expected given the last movie's post-credits. Yeah, honestly, I kind of wanted them to go back to the idea of making it its own show, because someone brought up like the crew members. Even though I liked a lot of them, I feel like they probably were supposed to get a lot more screen time than we actually got. And like maybe we would have gotten like some backstory and all that stuff. I think that would have been kind of sick. Because the movie's awesome, don't get me wrong, but by God, do I love... I've honestly been kind of leaning more to like, I like shows a lot. Simply because it allows them to breathe a lot more with certain things. Movies are still good, but like, God, a good show. Alright, living in your mind now. Too late, cause you're mine now. I will make you right when you're all a part of me. Let me. Living in your mind now. Too late, cause you're mine now. So, are you from an anime? Why do you have stars for your eyes? Which grants it? What do you mean I always look like this, sister? Stop calling me that. One is. Alright, let me see. Glad that John Kent is nice to everyone, but ignoring Kara's concern. Yeah, I feel like there's something up with that. I think maybe John might actually be like maybe Kara actually trained John, and maybe was pretty strict with him. But I don't know yet. But it does seem there is something kind of weird about it. Or maybe there's gonna be something along the lines, because the thing is, we're still haven't really gotten much about Brainiac, which I think is definitely gonna tie into like the bigger finale. Or hell, maybe like the whole thing with Hank is like almost a red herring, where we think that's what John really originally was sent for, but he's getting that confused, and it's actually whatever's gonna happen with Brainiac, who I think is either gonna take over either gonna take over Hank's body, or might take over Bizarro's body the same way he did with Clark. No, can't do that color. Again, I do think there's going to be some kind of I feel like there's gonna be something there. Alright, in the future, Gohan arc would be great. Also believe that Hank isn't gonna be the main bad guy. Oh no, 100%. I think Hank is gonna be used by Brainiac in some regard, because you're having a robot Superman be kind of a big bad, along with like robot like drones and everything, I feel like Brain 8 definitely has to come back. Pew, you still there? Elephant, address me. Also, Peachy, I'm gonna try to watch one of your videos soon. I'm sorry I haven't. But I think that's why I feel like John's future, like I think he's getting some things mixed up right now. Oh my god. Honestly, this makes me kind of think about because again, Reminiscent Park is still fairly new in my head. So a lot of things I don't necessarily know exactly everything where everything's gonna go or what's exactly gonna happen in it. Unlike, well, let's say Owl Town. Not saying I have like 100% everything, but I do have like a lot of more bullet points of where I want to hit compared to Reminiscent Park. So like, I'm interested to see how that's. I'm interested to see because I'm kind of getting some ideas. Current future Gohan arc. Yeah. Face. Okay, I think that might be it for her base. For her base. Now we can work on outfits. Which, a new way of me kind of doing these, I kind of work on, ooh, her kind of having, like, a little bit of, like, a cane thing might actually be kind of cool. Where, like, the little star that follows her around is kind of like a bubble. Like, why are you like this? Let's see here. Also, if you haven't seen any of the, like, the Amazing Digital Circus cast live streams, they're really, really funny. The fact that John Carr having wait, why do I keep hearing dings but like nothing's actually happening? DCU, Mr. Trevor. Did I miss anything? References actual comic Elastic Lad. There's also the werewolf when you do some kind of werewolf like, or when he gets turned into a werewolf by Giganta. Apparently, like he actually gets turned into a werewolf in one of the stories too. New Theory Runners Park has a Digital Circus Bubble and Wallace and Gromit Feathers. Feathers? McGrom? Oh, the penguin. Alright. Nephew, why do you avoid me, John? I saw your DCU movie, and I'm sorry, but version of you was I wouldn't say that. I like the Snyder version. Don't get me wrong, but honestly, I don't think I would say like I don't think I would say the Snyder version was better. I do like that one though. Don't get me wrong. I really do like this. Like again, Omega Heart. One of Omega Heart's big references is like the Snyder version. Although I tried to avoid doing the deep V on her crotch. But I wouldn't necessarily say like that. Like I'm honest, I wouldn't necessarily say like it was entirely better. I did like this version, but I wouldn't say it was entirely better than. Like I would still say the My Adventure Superman was probably the best one. I liked the new DCU one. I think the only issue with the new DCU one was a little bit of like just how the story was built. That was my only major issue with it. The DCU globally made 100 million, but the budget was 100 million. Yeah. Terminator if he was a penguin. That's kind of funny. When you had DC Studios response to 2026 low box office kind of our bad. These things happen. Anyway, we're gonna go focus on Deathstroke and Bane movie now. Wait, really? That's kind of sick. It sucks though that I kind of wonder like what they were kind of doing with the Supergirl movie a bit, because it feels a lot like the director or whoever, like the one who made this one, was trying to copy Gunn a bit too much. And I'm like, why? Why are you trying to do that? And I wonder if maybe it was like a corporate thing. Where like, oh, we gotta make it like Guardians of the Galaxy because we have James Gunn doing Superman. And I think I honestly am, if they later on bring up like, oh no, yeah, corporate told us to do like added certain shit and all that stuff, like, it wouldn't surprise me. The story isn't bad, but by God, like, it could have been so much better if it would have cut down on some things. If it would have cut down on some things, I think it probably would have done so much better. Cut down on something, like, because there's some cool ideas. Apparently, the whole Green Sun thing is actually from the Woman of Tomorrow comic. Which I'm like, oh shit, that's actually really cool. I would not have expected that. Because apparently also in, like, stuff like the kryptonite having, like, multiple different effects, even though there are some of them, apparently stuff like, there's some of it in the comics, but there's not as much as something like, let's say, Smallville, which had, like, specific kryptonite did specific things. Like, sometimes it was like, red kryptonite just vaguely did something. Like, it would just do a random effect. Where, you know, I think in, Smallville, like, it was like, oh no, that's the one that turns you, that completely switches your moral compass around. Then you have, like, I think gold just straight takes away your powers. Blue neutralizes powers, but doesn't take them away. I'm also debating on, like, I'm also thinking about how to rework a little bit of, like, the new DCU Supergirl into, like, a little bit of Omega's personality a bit. Yeah. Yano Season 2 movie premiere. Oh, there's gonna be a movie this Saturday. We have no clue if Yanu plus Fiona Cake will get it renewed. I have to do the Fiona Cake one. I've seen the last episode and I liked it. It's just I literally accidentally deleted my review of it. But okay. I'm surprised you know what? They did pretty well with season 2 so far. I think I'm gonna be okay if they do another movie then. I think, like, they might actually be able to do something pretty cool this time. Fiona and Cake, I don't know. I think Fiona and Cake might be done. Simply because I think they said, like, the new Marceline and Bubblegum show is going to continue after Fiona and Cake. Which I'm like, which people were saying, like, did they just quietly cancel Fiona and Cake? Or this is like them quietly telling us they canceled Fiona and Cake? But I hope not. I hope we get more Fiona and Cake. I really enjoying that. I do feel like season 2 was a bit slower, but like, whatever. Hi Sasha. Which character is cooler, Nina from Creature Commandos or Ragatha from Digital? Nina is the fish girl, right? Hold on, let me double check to make sure. Nina or Ragatha? I'd say they're very different. I'll say that for certain. Nina, I think, is pretty cool. It's pretty, like, I think she's, like, way more, like, nicer just because of just being, like, a nice character. where Ragatha is obviously a more not held. I don't know what the right terminology I want to say is. Like she's trying to be a people pleaser, where I feel like Nina is a little bit is different from that. She's not necessarily trying to be a people pleaser, but like she's also not trying to make shit. I don't know. I feel like Ragatha like needs a little bit more like of her trying not to be pleasing everybody in some regards, I guess. This is wrong. PlayStation's going bad now, getting worse. Yeah, I heard about that. Ugh. We were talking about it a little bit earlier. Only packed up with super cartoony anime character expressions. After season 1, maybe have one moment. Yeah. Audura's arc in Yanu season 2 is... Yeah, okay. Like, don't spoil too much. I haven't finished it yet, and I'm honestly... Just again, me right now saying, like, yeah, don't spoil it, I think should be a good indicator that I'm extremely enjoying season 2 of Ianu right now. Like I'll get back to it soon, but like yeah, like I'm legitimately enjoying season 2 way more, and I feel like they either got a bit of a money boost, or they at least know now like more of a vision of how they wanted the show to progress, because it definitely feels better than last season did. I fucked up somewhere. Oh, it's not. Alright, I'm thinking about getting a Wii someday, going old school. Hey, do it! I definitely think getting more physical media stuff right now is probably going to be the best option going forward for a lot of things. Again, like I said earlier, like I'm probably going to start focusing more on upgrading my PC. That way I can play more modern-ish games on it versus PlayStation, if they're going to try to make everything go digital. A documentary about Cartoon Network's history and shows is happening. Plus, 35th anniversary of Cartoon Network. Oh, hell yeah! We'll have a robot chicken crossover special. Nice. Living in your mind now. Shit. Alright, we're good. Too late, cause you're mine now. I will make you free when you're all a part of me. trying to figure. This, bring this there. That and boom. Let's see. It seems like my PlayStation doesn't care about us. No, they 100% don't. Seems like My Adventures Superman will have Hank retreat and build an army. After Clark and Lois have Superboy, Hank turns and kills them. Kara either becomes lost or rejoins Hank by manipulator. I think Hank is gonna retreat, and he's gonna get found by Brainiac or something along those lines. And he's gonna merge with Brainiac, and he's gonna be that black-suited Superman that we saw in the intro when they show all the villains. And I think he's gonna get taken over the same way Clark did in the last season. That, or they might capture Bizarro, and Bizarro might actually be the one that gets taken over by Brainiac. I think Brainiac's gonna play a major part in this somehow. And I think with the future versions that we see of the like, we see like Kara and a bunch of other people in like Kryptonian outfits. I think that's future Kara. Like, that's Power Girl. Which Grant, I think I failed Zora again. Script. Why do you think that? Which Granter, she hates me. I heard Hello Neighbor 3 is coming out. Really? Isn't there already a third game where like you play with like other people? I can't remember. Creator of Chowder and Jellystone is working on Crypto cartoon. Oh, cool. I wonder if it'll be as good as 2005 Crypto. I don't know, but I remember I really loved like the original Crypto the Super Dog. Alright, let's see. I need you. Actually, wait, no, that could actually be how it. I definitely don't think Hank's gonna be like done, and I think John is misunderstanding. Like, oh wait, no, I'm sure like he thinks it's gonna be Hank, but it's actually Brainiac who's gonna take over. Because they're like, you know, a future where you have robots taking over, and it's just gonna be Cyber Superman. I feel like there's gonna be something slightly different. We might see Clark also die, quote unquote die, and then come back later. Like, maybe there's something different with like maybe John changed or whatever, but yeah, I think there's definitely gonna be some things going on there. I like how in Digital Circus Kinger treats Ryan like he... Oh, I love that. I love Dad Kinger. Dad Kinger is the best. And it's funny too, because even the voice actors know that's how like that relationship seems to be, because they're like, because I think Raglan's voice is like, oh Dad, at one point where like the Digital Circus D&D podcast, or not podcast, let's stream. She's like, thanks, Dad. Let's see here. Don't mind this. I just need to look something up really quickly. Oh, wait a minute. No. Okay, wait, no, it should be in here. Can I open that with here? Holy shit, I can! Alright, cool. That's good to know. Can you tell I used a prefab background before I learned how to do a pretty decent star background? I just need to check something very quickly. God, I need to redo this drawing at some point. For multiple reasons. Okay. Fun fact, in the comics, Streaky the cat is actually supposed to be Supergirl's pet. The most modern DC media making Krypto be the main pet in Clark's fan. I can see that. I have not seen Toy Story 5 just yet. Krypto 2B, which is waiting for my adventures. Oh, really? That's cool. Digital Circus treats King or kid when Kakashi steal your whole flow. Talking about the eye thing, or what are you talking about here? Talking about my hair? My hair has always been silver. I was on my phone with my partner. Cool. The old Photoshop burned my eyes. It burns my eyes. Yeah, I think I've gotten a bit better. I think I've gotten a lot better at some of the drawing a bit. Not that much. But I want to say I think I can make this look a lot more nicer than what I did then. Alright. Save as... I want that. It's concerning how long it takes to look for... Oh, wait. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Liz, look, as the older sister, I think I should lead our group through the dangerous part. Zora, one, you're not my sister. Scruff, let it go. Honestly, these two actually being sisters, honestly, I think, or like, design-wise, I honestly think I might have, like, given them a pretty decent, like, differential between the two. With, you know, Zora's being a lot more bluer colors. I need to work on her dresses. That's the wrong dress thing. Also, I found her face. I need to fix that. I need to fix this. Because that's the wrong symbol. I need to update the symbol on here. Now... okay, so I now know where I put. Right, wait a minute. The cozy sweater has the symbol. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, cool. Wait a minute. I don't have to redraw it. Duplicate there. I still gotta cover over the dress a little bit. Hold on. God damn it, it's not what I wanted. Okay. Duplicate this. I have to just redo Zora's character sheet a bit because I've... In trying to get her starry hair going, I accidentally, I think, like, deleted, like, the main file. That had like all of the little drawing bits. Like I think I did, I'm not entirely sure. If I'm bad at drawing clothes, I apologize. But Dave. Alright, let's see here. We will say Minata is straight hands, right? But I woke up dead. What? I saw the video where in a Disney meet and greet, one kid says, "Hello, let it go to Elsa." Feels like that happens to Reminisce. Hello, let it go. I can see that. Even when Wish Grander's off duty, she still acts exactly as she does when the park is open. I could probably see something along those lines. I say that's a pretty decent update. Add a little bit more Ragatha to it, but then also you add you know, you still have the similar design wise, but also she feels like a counterpart to like a counterpart character to Zora. Oh, see, yeah, that was the symbol. What happened to this? Not you. I had to find that version of the dress. And it turns out she's a giant. No. Also, I definitely think, unlike Zora or like Darkstar, like Wish Granter probably doesn't have a specific kingdom. Like, she's probably more like a neutral character in like the quote-unquote story or reminiscent park, where like she's always she's there like quote-unquote to help the guests, everything like that, so she'll pop up anywhere really needed. Man, my cast is more insane than Disney's cast of characters. I have a lot of funny emotions. I gotta watch it. I was pretty good, some pretty good emotional moments. It wasn't cliche with its messaging. When Frieza says, "Hello, monkeys." New theory, even when Wish Granter's off duty. I'm hearing are good things, so yeah, I'm legit. I gotta watch it. I think at some point I'm just gonna be like, I'm not gonna ask people if they want to go see a movie. I'm just gonna go see it. That's pretty neat. Let me actually I want to see how does the lineup for. I really got to work on this girl's like out of school uniform. This is oh wait a minute, hold on. There you go, that's it. Oh, I do have her out of school uniform. Right. And because they're sisters. They're sisters, but I like... What was that? Oh, hold on. A bird just flew out the window. I think that's a pretty big cast, but yeah, I guess probably like this, a little bit of this is a little bit more insane with some of the characters, with some of the more like, I guess that kind of works too, because like these are supposed to be people live out there who live their lives, where a lot of these characters are characters who are working at a park, so they gotta feel a little bit bigger, I want to say. Even though you have some standouts. Which... Where was I grabbing? Right. No. All right. Ba, 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 ba. How many main characters, supporting characters, and side characters are in Owl of Town? That I honestly don't know. There's a lot. Main character. I'll say this: the main characters. If I had to say, like, who are the main characters? The main characters, I would say, like, and like this is like in my notes, I guess. The main characters are Diz, main characters are Diz, Wooly, Gao, and I put Amade. Even though Amade is in it a little bit less, I would say, than everyone else, but that's what I would say, like, are the main cast. Supporting character-wise, there's a lot of them. And, like, it's open to, like, how I'm gonna play around with, like, how I'll use them for certain things and stuff like that. But if I had to say, like, where a majority of the focus was put on, it would be these three. It would be Diz, Gao, and Wooly. This is also isn't exact to size right now, as well, as FYI. Gao is much bigger than this. But these three would be, like, the main characters. And Amade is still, and Amade, I would definitely say, is still part of, like, the main cast. A little bit of a preview of, like, her outside of her uniform outfit, but this is also, again, this is not to scale because Wooly is much bigger, and then Gao is much bigger. How many main characters supporting? So, like, that, I'm not sure. Why was Wooly dressed up as Gao? Who knows? So Owl Town, Skeletor. Skeletor next, or Reminisce Park, Feathers, McGraw. We'll do a version of the, like, the Devil Eyes William Maker. I appeared in the plot first. Lips, same. Devlin and Lips are definitely characters who I'll say are a main part of things, but I wouldn't necessarily put them as, like, the main characters setup. Although you'd think they'd talk more about Amade, since Amade comes in way later than all of them. Oh, and Hoots, obviously. And Reminiscent Park, who are the main characters? We might do the Skeletor next, honestly. Main character-wise, is obviously Princess Zora, Lyubov, and I would say Scruff. I would say are like the main three. And like I'm sure like other characters will pop up. Like Shady, the little Shady is definitely gonna be popping up a little bit, like here and there. Wish Granter will definitely be more of a supporting cast character, along with Darkstar. We have Grimm obviously running around too. But I would definitely say if it's specific, it's Zora, Lyubov, and Scruff. Let me... I want a battle cap for my birthday! Hold on, let's see if this, that. This might be the last one I do for today, too, honestly. Hold on. This also won't be his main look. Mattel's selling a Jim Bro Skeletor figure. That's kind of funny. That's really, really funny. Hold on, I'm trying to find... Alright, let's see here. How many... Yeah, there's a few. Devlin. The Ronis Barg is the main character script. Yes, I'm a main character. By ratings, I deserve. Wish granted. Congratulations. Old Town, does Omega Heart have a Crypto the Superdog or Streaky the Cat reference? If she does, I'm yet to kind of make them just yet. All of I guess kind of, if I technically count one other character, but I'm just like, nah, I'd say like less. He's not really he's less of a pet. So it's like, it would all depend. Depending on how I work on some things. Really curious which elements of Skeletor is going to be used for this character, because in He-Man media, there's so many great versions of Skeletor. Reminiscent Park. Pup's mom actually got acting, but he had a massive stage fright and left him but his dad helped him overcome it. That'd be kind of cool. I'm not saying that I was on Skeletor role going to be. Really hope he steals the show every time he pops up. I think he's going to be fun. Like, I don't want to give too much away. That's why, like, this isn't going to be his main look. I'm still going to keep a majority of him shrouded in secrecy, but this is going to be a look that he will appear in later. He will kind of appear in, but this isn't going to be like, we're not going to see. I'm going to try to keep it to where his face isn't 100% shown. Hold on, I'm getting another bonehead in here. How do you have 3 seasons? Oh, there's the gallery. I was like, how do you have 3 seasons and not have 1 goddamn gallery? Okay, let's see. How often will Skeletor appear in story remix? He's gonna have. I'll say this: he has a decent size role. Like, I wouldn't necessarily say he's going to be like a. I would definitely say like he's definitely gonna play a major part at a point. Not necessarily, but like I wouldn't say too. But I wouldn't say like don't expect him to pop up majorly for a good chunk of time right now. I gotta try to keep this vague, that way I don't show off his face. Even though you can kind of guess he's probably gonna be a skeleton. Well, the Skeletor's gonna hide his face just like the original design of Wish Granter before the face got shown. Yeah. Honestly, I think Wish Granter with her red hair really works. Eins will go. Skeletor a villain or hero? Is he gonna pop up in one season? I think it's definitely. I think I'm gonna leave it up in the air whether he's a good guy or a bad guy. But I will say this right now. Obviously, like I'm kind of basing off of Skeletor, but also if you know who this guy is, you know he kind of plays the villain role while also still being a main character or the main character of his specific show. This probably will be a little bit more like Wish Grant, where like this is more like just getting the concept of him done a little bit. And even then, like it's not even like it's a concept of an outfit he wears, not necessarily his main look. Works the best. Skeletor's character works the best because he's a hammy villain. Kind of feel like him being a secondary villain like Cyber would work with the story. I would say he's definitely like one of like that's the thing. I'll leave it up in the air because there's a mix of different things. Let me put it this way: I really like this character, if you know who he is. But I would say it's still a lot more with like Skeletor's personality and everything with it. Where I would definitely say he's gonna play it a lot more. He's playing it slightly different-esque. I'm not sure how to say it right. I don't want to give too much away. But definitely a big inspiration is going to be like CGI Skeletor, because I really like that version of Skeletor. And again, this might not be 100% how he'll be later on. As you can tell, weaklings, I've been working out. Why is he so muscular? I'll say this, I think, is probably a decent way of putting it. There's already been 3 characters that we've seen that are in some way connected to this character. I haven't eaten anything since this morning, so once I'm finished with this stream, I'm gonna go make myself a really good quesadilla. You copied my armor! No, he's not in armor yet. My friend. Wolftown. I'm not your friend, guy! I feel like Owltown Skeletor will appear more in a spin-off rather than Owltown. Possibly. I can definitely see him popping up in a spin-off thing, but I feel like he's going to play. I'll say this right now though. I'd say he does play he plays a significant role in Diz's story, without Diz necessarily knowing it until a little bit later. Not necessarily in a sense of like her origin story. That's not what I mean. I mean her story as a whole. I said I don't get any ideas. I'm like, oh, was this guy at Bone Town? No, he was not. He was not at Bone Town in any way, shape, or form. Even though, you know, face. But he will play a significant role. There. Let's see. I'm a giant living skull! How could I miss the hilarious opportunity to visit Bone Town? So, Owltown Skeletor will still appear in Owltown episode as a cameo. I'm debating on it. I might have to like add something because I had originally thought with the way I wrote the script that our main cast was going to get to a specific spot a lot earlier. And then I'm like, oh wait, no, this doesn't make any sense. I'm like, the episode would be too long if I got that long. So he's either gonna appear in this episode or like at another spot, or I might keep it where like I kind of had an idea where like, oh, he would fit way more at this spot. But right now, it is a... I have to work on it to see. I'll work on that later. Did I ever draw Ironclad Tim actually? Sorry, give me 1 minute. I at least put a poster of Old Town Skeletor somewhere in the episode background. Definitely feel like Old Town Skeletor's magic is on par with Skeletor's 2002 cartoon. I have to rewatch it. I'll say this right now. He is legitimately a threat. He is legitimately a very powerful character. Like, he is not a... the quote-unquote Old Town Skeletor, he is not a pushover. He is a conglomerate of, like, a bit of Skeletor and a bit of, in case you don't know, this character, this skeletal bonehead here is Eins Ulgon. Give him shorts. Why not? It's my workout day. It's my workout day. I was on having a little bit of a cheat day today. I'm so debating whether I should just give him like a straight skeletal hand like Skeletor over here has. I feel like all those Skeletor magic doesn't have to appear next all-time episode, but could at least be hinted at. I officially is the strongest version of Skeletor in the name. Really? I did not know that. Oh, actually got him right here. Or at least I have the figure. This is like the original figure. Which this guy had, and I have He-Man too. I lost the original swords of him, but I actually bought these online, which overexpensive, but whatever. But the cool thing is, these were originally supposed to be the Sword of Power in the 2002 cartoon. Like, this was supposed to be Skeletor's purple half of the sword, and this was supposed to be the original Sword of Power, and then you fuse them together, and then it's the Sword of Power as a whole. But they eventually decided, and then like it's supposed to be Skeletor stole the swords, and then Man-at-Arms actually makes the big metal one that he has in 2000. in the 2002 one, but they decided against it, and like they decided like, oh, we're just gonna make Vac the main story. I'm like, that kind of sucks. I would have liked if they would have kept that whole idea of that, because I think that would have been kind of sick.
I thought these shorts inspired by Banjo and Kazooie would make me look more intimidating.
They're like, ha, what a dork. I honestly love the idea of like, no matter what he wears, he is like, I'm the Dark Lord. Like, you will respect whatever I do. These are the outfit of a killer. Outfit of a great lord who will take over this world. Too late, 'cause you're mine now. I will make you friend when you're all a part of me. Listen to the choir. Can I get the mic a little higher? Give me your desire. Watch me set the world on fire. Jeans and you can't look away. No one is coming to save. Running wild, get down on your knees, I'ma be your idol. Be your idol. Living in your mind now. Too late, 'cause you're mine now. I will make you free when you're all a part of me. Listen to the choir. Can I get the mic a little higher? Give me your desire. Watch me set the world on fire. Follow my dreams and you can't look away. Sorry, give me 1 second. Okay, maybe that's actually fine. I don't know. I gotta refix some shit later, so whatever. Please consider reviewing Yan. I'm going to. While waiting for more events. New theory: Mythril Wing is utterly devoid of original thought, like DuckTales Mark B. I can see that. Advanced controlling a dart. No, that is holy shit. That'd be insane if that was the case. Like I said, he's going to play a major part in Diz's story, but not necessarily in the idea of like the origin. Because that I would say I would consider is part of like the origin story. How long was that? I'm honestly, I think I might be ending it soon, like maybe after this. I don't know if we'll color him in or not. But, let me actually save. Tomate. We'll just call him Scout. We'll call him Scout for right now. I'm pretty sure I have a name for him, but I don't want to give it away just yet. Have access to what could be a next tranche. I can probably do that. Netflix released. I've heard about it. I want to see it so badly. Live action for Persona games? Really? I'm not sure about that one. But hell yeah, I'm super excited for that. I've seen art of like the new main character, or one of the new main characters, and then also there's like a Sasuke character. I think it's also one of the main characters. I'm like, hell yeah. that color, and I need this color. Apparently, I heard the Minions accidentally ended up supporting women's suffrage because they were viewed as evil by the public, and so they rallied with them. Other comment about what? Oh wait, did you say another comment? Holy shit! Wait, let me see. I'm back. Did you hear the new Minions movie is apparently the highest rated? Really? I gotta check that out then. New What If? What if all of Skeletor was actually controlled in the dark? That'd be an interesting. How long will this live stream be? Netflix release a teaser for Cyberpunk. I can't wait to see that one. I definitely want to see the new Cyberpunk. I admit so much evil and 90s. I admit so much evil and 90s energy. Wait, I'm married? Who knows? Possibly. And mind you, this is his like his day off outfit. This is his outfit that like he wears when like he wants to go into town and not be like, oh yes, I'm the evil villain big dude. Pretty much like if I had to give it, it's similar to Zora's day off outfit here. Where like this is her outfit when she's like off the clock, when she's not in the public eye and all that stuff. This is her outfit. This is Skell's outfit. Yeah, we'll definitely work more. Wait, I'm married? Live action Moana is Spectre the Bomb. Oh, God, I hope so. Wait, I'm married? But yeah, there's some other inspirations that I didn't post up here specifically. Because I think it would give a little too much stuff away, but yeah. This is like baseline kind of a look. That's what's kind of funny about the women's suffrage. I think that's a good one. We bring out. Okay, I think we're gonna end this stream here. Again, I can't do this one. I can't stream too long today. I really just wanted to do this real quick because of I was able to do it and started out. I'm like, you know what? I can do a little stream. I think we did pretty well. We did a bit of Skell. There's some other stuff I gotta fix, like give him feet. Maybe I might just give him like that. Maybe become goat legs. I don't know. Feet, but. That we got Wish Granter, which I honestly think is I really like this new redesign, so really good. But yeah, I hope the Moana bombs. I hope the CGI movie does well, but the Moana live action, I hope we don't get more live action stuff for them for a long time. Looking forward to Yondu season 2, Run Monster Run pilot. Oh, I haven't seen that one. Century Death Battle, I gotta watch that. My Adventure Superman episode 3 and 4. 3 already came out yesterday. 4 I need to do. Monarch season 2, yeah. And Netflix Avatar season 2, yeah. And Doomy season 1. I gotta check that one out. I'm still not sure what Doomy's about. But thanks for watching. Check out all my videos. Hopefully enjoy this. I think this is pretty decent. But thanks for watching. Check out my videos. Hope you enjoy this. Thank you, Pew. Thank you, Styro. Thank you, Sasha. Thank you, Peachy. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, everyone who watches in the future. Hope Dex Exodus in next round. I think so. Every clip I see from advertising to live action is scratching my head. They keep changing. Movie scenes that define characters. Still, I can't fully judge it since I haven't watched it. I haven't finished. We and my sister started watching. We haven't finished it yet. Hopefully, we'll watch it. But thanks for watching. It will. See you later. I think so. The Exodus one, Micro Just remind me back then. But anyways, end stream.